Shall we?
Let's
give it a shot. We can always change it.
All right. So for today's quick sip. So for today's quick sip, we want to talk about the differences in the way that people have outlooks on the world, on things. I tend to be more on the optimistic side of things, and there are other people who tend to be more on the other sides, maybe more realistic or maybe even more pessimistic. And one thing that I wanted to focus on is it's not important to try to change someone's outlook. They're not wrong for having their outlook just because it's different from yours. And that's something I've struggled with for a while is because I'm an optimist, I see someone who's pessimistic and I say, oh, you need to be more optimistic now. You need to be more positive. But it's counterproductive because it actually makes them feel like there's something wrong, and there isn't. And so having tolerance and accepting someone else for their point of view is critically important.
Eric, I think that's so true. So here's some strategies around this. If you find yourself in close or constant or even intermittent proximity with someone who has maybe a different placement on the optimism, realism, pessimism spectrum than you, deploying that empathy is really a good way. And one of the best ways to have empathy for someone else is to understand their context. So it doesn't mean you need to agree with it, but can you get a little bit of understanding around where they might be coming from? So again, it's not about changing your mindset other than to allow for them to have theirs. And another strategy that's good for you, especially if this is happening at home, is to consider an after-action conversation. So when you do planning or you have big events, there's usually an after-action report, and you look back
Post-mortem.
and debrief, and post-mortem, autopsy. I was trying to find a more positive way to phrase that. Thank you, Eric. To look back and see, hey, how could we have done this better? And so my husband and I will do that when we have conversations where we bump into each other. And afterwards, we're able to say, hey, next time it would be helpful if, instead of saying you need to be more positive or calm down, which
never works
in the history of time, never actually calms someone down, that we come up with a way to do it better the next time. And so I say, well, could you ask me what else good could come of this? What is something else that's possible that might be a counterbalance to what I was expressing? So just a couple strategies, try and step into their context, understand it from their point of view, regardless of whether or not you agree with it, give them space for it. And then hopefully together, even in a working relationship, find a way to do it better or differently next time, which equips the other people around you with the tools for how to work best with you. So with that, happy sipping.
Happy sipping.
Happy sipping.
Sip away.
Happy connecting.
Let's try it.
Sip away. Keep connecting.
Keep connecting. And with that.
So with that, keep connecting.